Audible?
Yes, Prabhuji. Now it is audible. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gopi Vallabh Radha Vallabh Radha जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे जयो जगन्नाथ जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जय श्री जय जगन्नाथ जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जय श्री जगन्नाथ स्वामी नपतगामी नयनपतगामी आगो तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयनपतगामी नयनपतगामी भाव तुम्हें गौरांग गौरांगो गौरांग सच्चिनंदन जय सच्चिनंदन जय सच्चिनंदन गौरी पतिता पवन पतिता पवाना पतिता पवन गौरी जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव नित्याय गौरारी बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्याय गौर राधा गोविंद श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया श्री नित्याय गौरांग भगवान श्री भक्ति वेदांत प्रसाद श्री गुरुदेव जी all भक्ति साई और ओम ज्ञान ज्ञानांजनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं मासिकं येन स्वयं रूपः तदां सादित्वपदां वन्देऽहं गुरो युतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवान् श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथं साद्वैतं तं परिजना कृष्णचैतन्यदेव श्रीराधा सदां सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखां हे कृष्ण करुणा बंदो जगत्पत् गोपेशा कांचन सप्तकांचना गौरांग राधे वृंदावन विषभानु प्रणमामि पांचलोक्य एव च पतितानां पावने नवेद्यो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो शिवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमः देव नरोत्तराय फिर भवति ने आयवाय
ఎంజాయ్మెంట్ కోసం కాదు ఇది నాకు పెద్ద
अपाय नमः पंकज नेत्राय नमो महाभद्राय नमः कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नमो ब्राह्मण्याय शिवाय ब्राह्मणाय जगद्देवाय कृष्णाय चिंताय नमः ओम विष्णुपताय श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत नमस्ते सरस्वती निर्विशेष पाश्चात्य देशाय Jai Shri Chaitanya Shri Advaita Gadadhara Adi Gaurava Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Udapanamardhanam Pavasam Anandam Purivartanam Pustaram Svadanam Sarvasvatanam Param Vijayate Namakari Bahulani Sarvasvi Adipani Nitya Nakala Sitadi Sitavaki Bhagavan Mama Vinagati Sena Charorati Mananiya Manadena Kanaya Sada Nadharam Janam Natindarim Kavitam Tajara Kamai Janmani Janmani Svare Bhavtari Bhakti Bhakti Ainanda Tanvitin Tamam Vikhe Babam Duto Daya Tava Pada Pankaj Dhuli Sagartan Vikin Daya Ainandalaga Dharaya Badanam Kasya Ayata Lakirnisitam Mukitada Tava Nama Grahne Pavitati Sugaitam Nimitena Chakshita Pravarshaitam Sunyaitam Jagat Govindam Virahe Name Asmitya Vapadaratam Mamadatnam Marmahatam Srotuva तथा तथा विहतो लंपतो मात् प्रणनाथ सेवना कर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम 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 हरे भगवती वाक्तालम सहतमहम परमानंदमात् चैतन्य ओम पवित्रो वा सर्वोत्तम जगत्ताय हरे सुंदरी भक्त्याभ्याम निविष्टो देवी Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji, can you hear me?
Prabhuji, it's breaking.
Yes.
It's a little blurring, Prabhu. I mean, it's not continuously, constantly coming, but somewhere it is breaking.
So let me chant Hare Krishna mantra 2 times. Tell me if I'm audible or not. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
I could not hear the Hare Hare in the last, Prabhu, for both the two mantras.
It is muffled, Prabhuji. It's coming like muffled. Maybe some speaker mic issue, Prabhuji. You have headset, Prabhuji. You can try headset.
Hare Krishna, is this better?
1,000 times better, Prabhuji.
Really? Hare Krishna. 1,000 is a lot. Yeah. Is it better now? Should I wear this then?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mahesh Prabhu, how about you?
Yes, please, Prabhu. It's better, Prabhu.
Great, great. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So, firstly, thank you all for joining. Shilpa Mataji, thank you for organizing. Swapna Mataji, Anand Prabhu, Supara Prabhu, Rupa Mataji, Murlidhar Govind Prabhu, Haripriya Mataji, Venala Mataji, Dandot Pranam, Jyotsna Mataji, Praveen Prabhu, and Pooja Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Raghunandan Prabhu, and Subhadra Rani Mataji, Dandot Pranam. Shalu Mataji, Neil Prabhu, Dandot Pranam. Thank you for joining. Mahesh Prabhu and Prashanti Mataji, Dandot Pranam. Thank you for joining. Balamani Mataji, Balamani Mataji, thank you for joining. Madhusudan Prabhu, thank you for joining. Hare Krishna. Raju Prabhu and Shirsha Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Dandapram Prabhuji.
Shirsha Mataji, Satya Prabhu, Dandot Pranam. Deepa
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna
Dandot
Prabhuji,
Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.
Satyadev Prabhu and Hare Krishna. Srivali Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Dandapram Prabhuji.
Lakshmi Mataji, Dandot Pranam. Thank you for joining. Sanjay Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam. Krishna Verma Prabhu, Dandot Pranam.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, myself.
Mataji, Brahmarama Mataji, yes, yes.
Stop listening.
Brahmari Radha Mataji. I have to get used to you calling you like that.
Dandavat Pranam.
Akinchana Priya Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Shobha Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna
Murlidhar,
Prabhuji.
Murlidhar Govind Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Sorry, my throat is also not that well. It's taking some time for me to get. It's okay. It's not paining, but I can't speak loud. I hope with this speaker it's good for everyone.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams.
Good
Hare
now.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
It's good
Dandavat.
now.
It's
Okay.
perfect, Prabhuji.
Okay, great. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah. So Prabhuji is, we are in 7th canto, the favorite canto of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we are also in the chapter number 3. His Grace Raghunandan Prabhu had already started this, so I'm just continuing. So the first part of it, is of course Tapasya of Hiranyakashipu, right? That's what the previous chapter was a big chapter. 4 devotees did it together, and now we are in the um, third chapter. So chapter name is Hiranyakashipu's plan to become immortal, right? So I'll just read the translations quickly of the first 14, I think 13 verses Prabhuji did. So from then I will start the verse and reading for the remaining, okay? Or let me do a thing. I'll read the first verse, and then let's go ahead with the translation and detailed explanation, because Prabhuji might have already given for the first 13 verses. I'll start giving from 14th verse onwards. Text number 1. Shri Narada Uvacha Hiranyakashipu Rajan Ajayam Ajaramaram Atmanam Aparidvandvam Apratidvandvam Ekarajam Vyadhish Vyadhitsata. Shri Narada Uvacha Hiranyakashipu Rajan Ajayam Ajaramaram Atmanam Apratidvandvam Ekarajam Vyadhitsata. Translation. Narad Muni said to Yudhishthir Maharaj Yudhishthira, the demoniac king Hiranyakashipu wanted to be unconquerable and free from old age and dwelling of the body. He wanted to gain all the yogic perfections like anima and lagima, to be deathless, and to be the only king of the entire universe, including Brahmaloka. Hare Krishna. Wow. Amazing. Text 2. In the valley of Mandara hill, Hiranyakashipu began performing his austerities by standing. Well, let me also read the verse and the translation. Se te pe mandara dronyam tapa parama dharunam urdhva bahur nabho drishti padan gusthas shritavani. In the valley of the Mandara hill, Hiranyakashipu began performing his austerities by standing with his toe on the ground, keeping his arms upward and looking towards the sky. This position was extremely difficult, but he accepted it as a means to attain perfection. Hare Krishna. Text number 3. Jata dihi tibhi reje samvartarka ivam shubhi tasmims tapas tapyamane devas sthanani bhejire. From the hair on Hiranyakashipu's head, there emanated an effulgent light as brilliant and intolerable as the rays of the sun at the time of dissolution. Seeing the performance of such austere penances, the demigods who had been wandering throughout the planets now returned to their respective homes. Tasya murdhana samudbhuta sadumo अग्निस्तपोमया त्रियग ऊर्ध्वम अधोलोकान pratapad viswag irita. Because of Hiranyakashipu's severe austerities, fire came from his head, and this fire and its smoke spread throughout the sky, encompassing the upper and lower planets, which all became extremely hot. Chukshubhur nadi udhanvanta सद्वि पाद्रीस चचालभू निपेतु सग्रहास्तारा जज्वल ज्वलुश्च दिशो दशा. Because of the power of his severe austerities, all the rivers and oceans were agitated. The surface of the globe and its mountains and islands began trembling, and the stars and the planets fell. All directions were ablaze. Hare Krishna. Tena tapta divam tyaktva brahmalokam yayusura dhatre vignapayam asura deva deva jagatpate daityendra daityendra tapasya tapta divisthatum na saknuma. Scorched and extremely disturbed because of Hiranyakashipu's severe penances, all the demigods left the planets where they reside and went to the planet of Lord Brahma, where they informed the Creator as follows: O Lord of the demigods, O Master of the universe, because of the fire emanating from Hiranyakashipu's head, as a result of his severe austerities, we have we have become so disturbed that we could not stay in our planets, but have come to you. Hare Krishna. Tasya चोपसमं भूमं वि विधि यदि मन्यसे लोकान यावन् न नक्ष्यन्ति बलिहरास्तवा विभु. O great person, chief of the universe, if you think it proper, kindly stop these disturbances meant to destroy everything before all your obedient subjects are annihilated. तस्यायं कली तस्यायं किल संकल्पास चरतो दुश्चरं तपा श्रूयताम किम न विदितास तवाथापि निवेदितम. Hiranyakashipu had undertaken a most severe type of austerity. Although his plan is not unknown to you, kindly listen as we submit his intentions. Srishtva chara charam idam tapo yoga samadhina adhyashte sarva dhishnyebhya parameshthi nijashanam tad aham vardhamanena tapo yoga samadhina कालात् मनोश्च नित्यात्वात् साधयिष्ये tathatmana. The supreme person, within this universe, Lord Brahma, has gotten his exalted post by dint of severe austerities. The the mystic power and trance. Consequently, after creating the universe, he has become the most worshipable devata, demigod within it. Since I am eternal and time is eternal, I shall endeavor for such austerity, mystic power, and trance for many, many births, and thus I shall occupy the same post occupied by Lord Brahma. Hari Bol. Anya tedam vidhashye aham ayata purvam ojasa kim ag- anya kim anyai kala nirdhutai kal kalpante Vaishnavadibhi. By dint of my severe austerities, I shall reverse the results of pious and impious activities. I shall overturn all the established practices within this world, even Dhruvaloka, which will be vanquished at the end of the millennium. Therefore, what is the use of it? I shall prefer to remain in the position of Brahma. Text 12. Iti shushrum iti shushruma nirbandham tapa paramam as asthita vidhat svanantaram yuktam swayam tri bhuvaneshwara. O Lord, we have heard from reliable sources that in order to obtain your post, Hiranyakashipu is now engaged in severe austerity. You are the master of all, you are the master of the three worlds. Please, without delay, take whatever steps you deem appropriate. Text 13. Tava shanam dvija gavam parameshthyam jagatpate bhavaya shreyashe bhutyai kshemaya vijaya yacha. O Lord Brahma, 1 second. Yeah. O Lord Brahma, your position within this universe is certainly most auspicious for everyone, especially the cows and Brahmanas. Brahmanical culture and the protection of cows can be increasingly glorified, and thus all kinds of material happiness, opulence, and good fortune will automatically increase. But unfortunately, if Hiranyakashipu occupies your seat, everything will be lost. Hare Krishna. So, last Sunday, was this verse also completed? Text 13?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So, text 14 you have not done, right, Prabhuji?
We can do Prabhuji again. It was in Haribari text 14.
But you finished till which text? Text 14.
14 Prabhuji. Yes.
Okay. Iti vignapito devair Bhagavan Atmabhur Nripa Parito Bhrigu Dakshadyair Yayau Daitye Swara Shramam. O king, being thus informed by the demigods, by the devatas, the most powerful Lord Brahma, accompanied by Bhrigu, Daksha, and other great sages, immediately started for the place where Hiranyakashipu was performing his penances and austerities. Hare Krishna. Text 15 and 16. We'll start from here. Na na dadarsha prati channam valmika trina kichakai pipili kabhir achirnam medastvan mamsha so nitam tapat tapantam tapasya lokan yata भ्रापि हितं रविं विलक्ष्य Vishmita praha hasamstam hamsa vahana. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay. So Lord Brahma, who is carried by a swan airplane. Jyoti Mataji, you can you can choose to hear one class, this class or that class. Yeah. So Lord Brahma, who is carried by a swan airplane, at first could not see where Hiranyakashipu was. For Hiranyakashipu's body was covered by an anthill and by grass and bamboo sticks. Because Hiranyakashipu had been there for a long time, the ants had devoured his skin, fat, flesh, and blood. Then Lord Brahma and the demigods, Devatas, spotted him, resembling a cloud-covered sun, heating all the world by his austerity. Struck with wonder, Lord Brahma began to smile and then addressed him as follows. Hare Krishna. So, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. So, we just heard about the whole tapasya of Hiranyakashipu. Whole tapasya of Hiranyakashipu. My God, the kind of tapasya he did. But, he had so much knowledge, but one knowledge I didn't know how he did not have. Can anyone tell what knowledge he did not have? He had so much knowledge. He was also clear that even Dhruvaloka is annihilated. So I don't want to ask even Dhruvaloka. But one of the information, surprising, that even Hiranyakashipu did not have, which ISKCON devotees have. What is that information?
Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God.
No, that also he knew. He knew. Demons know who is Krishna.
He is not the controller, Prabhuji.
No, he wants to become the controller, and he was very much in control. There is one knowledge which apparently, if you read the previous 3 verses, is telling, even Dhroloka, is not of any use. What is the use? I shall remain. I want the position of Brahma. Such important information
He
he did
did
not
not
have.
know that Brahma also one day will die.
Haribol. That is what he did not know. Huh? బ్రహ్మ భువనాలోకో పునరావర్తినో అర్జున ఓ పిచ్చోళ్ళారా బ్రహ్మ కూడా పోతాడు. ISKCON devotees know that. So we are very clear in our prayers. No? We don't ask that Brahma. If Brahma comes in front of ISKCON devotee, what will he ask? What do you think he'll ask? If Brahma comes in front of ISKCON devotee.
Take me to Goloka.
Yeah, he'll say, please give me bhakti.
Mhm.
Please give me bhakti. Because that is the only thing that is eternal. There are 3 things which are eternal, right? What are the 3 things which are eternal? Actually, the word definition eternal is applicable only for 3 things.
Jiva, Bhakti, Bhagavan.
Bhakti, Bhagwan, and Bhakta.
Bhakta.
Bhakta. Yeah. These 3 things are eternal. Remember that. Of course, soul is eternal. Jiva Shakti, all that Tattva we are not discussing here. What is eternal are only 3 things. Bhagwan is eternal, most worshipable object. And Bhakta is eternal because that is the transcendental, permanent position of a living entity. That's eternal. No matter how many lives we take, we will be a Bhakta only. And the third thing is the relationship between Bhakta and Bhagwan, which is Bhakti. These 3 things are eternal. Remaining all things are temporary. Everything is temporary. So I might ask, Prabhu, then why am I not in Bhakti right now? Well, you are not in Bhakti right now, but that's not a bad news. You are not in Bhakti right now, but that's not a bad news. How can it be a good news that you are not in Bhakti right now? Can anyone tell?
Because there is still hope of getting into the.
It's temporary. Right? It's good news that you're not in bhakti right now. Okay. So which means I'm in a temporary state. Because my permanent state, I will be in bhakti always. Right? So being a devotee is always there. Anyway. So the first 14 verses of this chapter, when I was reading for my conditioned mind, I was remembering the journey of a software engineer. Right? If you just remove Hiranyakashipu there and add the company names of Microsoft, Infosys, Apple, Amazon, just keep it there and try to read those verses. Right? Then what will you hear? The demoniac king, software engineer, wanted the unconquerable free from old age and dwelling of the body. So he performed software courses in Amirpet called Anima and Lagima. He wanted to become always transcendentally situated in job without any attrition. So he started doing tapasya. Then he went to Mandara Hill, which is Amirpet, and he started doing tapasya there, standing on whatever laptop and mouse. And Hiranyakashipu's head became completely mental because of all these software courses. Seeing his austerity, demigods ran away. They did not want to take any training. Hiranyakashipu's austerities, fire came out. I think fire came out for all of you also, right? Some week, somewhere in the office. And seeing that fire, everybody were shocked. Brahma came to see, what kind of fire it is. And then demigods came and told, you don't know Brahma, why is he doing tapasya? He wants a post in software industry which doesn't have appraisal, which doesn't have attrition, which doesn't have any layoff, which doesn't have any, he wants to be a permanently enjoying person in Gachibowli. He wants to be enjoying, having a great villa, great flat, good school for his children, all savings. Are you feeling any familiarity with Hiranyakashipu's tapasya? Anybody here? कुछ लग रहा है प्रभु जी हमेशा he always gets into the example, like he always likes to compare. Or did even anyone feel that?
Please.
Yeah. No, nobody felt Hiranyakashipu feeling.
Prabhuji, exactly, Prabhuji. When I was reading the verses last time, I can pretty much relate.
I mean, we're all going through this, Prabhuji. Don't think Hiranyakashipu was doing tapasya then. There is Hiranyakashipu inside every conditioned soul. And we're all doing the same tapasya. Of course, we can't stand on one leg. We have L4, L5 problem. That time we did not have. So, but we are standing somehow with all the back pains, with all the diseases, with all the disappointments of this material world. Still, we are doing tapasya. We want to earn money. We want to accumulate properties. We think there is no death, or even, actually, Hiranyakashipu was a little more intelligent. At least he was asking for immortality while he's doing the tapasya. What are software engineers, architects, and project managers, vice presidents asking today?
1 bedroom extra, Prabhuji.
1 bedroom extra. Kya Brahmari Radha Mataji? What are people in your Mupa villas asking for?
If they purchase the villa, then they want farmhouse.
Hari bol, khatarnak. Okay?
Hari Hari.
Lakshmikant, they want Lakshmikant Prabhu's photograph also.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu,
Prabhu,
झिझक में बताने
Prabhu,
में.
ఒక్క నిమిషం. ఈ పోజ్ బాగుందా? ఈ పోజ్ బాగుందా అంటున్నాను. లక్ష్మీకాంత్ బ్రో
బాగున్నది ప్రభు.
తీయండి, స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీయండి, స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసి పంపించండి.
అయిపోయింది ప్రభు, ఆల్రెడీ డన్.
Yes, that is called Hiranya. How many here saw Hiranyakashipu anywhere? Okay, I'll actually show Hiranyakashipu. Okay.
I see every day in the mirror, Prabhuji.
Everybody close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. 1 minute. Everybody close your eyes. Whatever else you are doing, just stop it. You will actually take darshan of Hiranyakashipu. Okay. Open your eyes and see the screen. చూసిండ్రా చూసిండ్రా
This is Brahma Prabhuji. Yes,
Huh?
Brahma Prabhuji.
No, this is Hiranyakashipu. Arey Rama, what are you doing? This is Hiranyakashipu.
Prabhuji, हिरण्यकश्यप तो हमारे अंदर है.
नहीं अभी सामने दिखे ना, अभी स्क्रीन में नहीं देखे, फिर से
वो
दिखाता हूँ
ब्रह्मा
तेरे
जी है.
को। नहीं
वो
दूसरा
ब्रह्मा
दिखाता
जी
हूँ
है.
मैं, दूसरा एक बार दिखा दो। ये नया रूप है। दूसरा रूप भी है वो, क्या हिरण्य बाबा, ऐसे पैर ऊपर लगा के ऐसे, हिरण्य बाबा। बहुत लोग है, बाबा अम्मा बहुत मिलेंगे यहाँ पे, है ना। what is it I'm trying to convey, Prabhuji? I'm not ridiculing anybody here. What I'm trying to tell is we are doing tapasya for the wrong reason, right? Tapasya for the wrong reason. Hiranyakashipu was such an intelligent person. He was a Brahman, huh? Brahmanical, and he had so much Kshatriya mentality also. He had so many things. But he was less intelligent. Why? Because he was doing tapasya for again something, trying to be in this material world only. Arey, why are you asking? He could have simply asked, na, take me back to spiritual world. Ho gaya khatam. Immortality, everything will come along with it. But he did not ask for it. He asked for what? Immortality in this material world. Kya pagalpan hai, right? Enjoyment in this material world. You are trying to ask. Don't ask material enjoyment in this material world. Even if it comes permanently, you'll still be miserable. This material world is a place of misery. Why do you think he was asking? Because he did not have. He did not have immortality. He was not happy. Hiranyakashipu was not happy. That is the reason he asked for it. How he was not happy? He saw his brother die. He saw so many other people dying around him. That is the reason the previous chapter he almost spoke like a Bhagavad Gita. Soul is permanent, body is temporary. Oh, yeah, pura philosophy. Because he was also experiencing misery. Of course, he came to terms with it, but then he did not like this material world. Then why is he such a fool that is asking for immortality in this material world? Right? Mute. Yes. Such a fool, right? Now, another beautiful thing, I was thinking today morning while reading the purports of Prabhupada. You have not read the purport yet, right? 15 and 16. But before I read the purport, one other thing, that you can think is the greatness of a devotee versus a demon, like Hiranyakashipu, is Hiranyakashipu did so many things to get immortality. Right? Immortality means what? Nobody can kill him. Nobody can kill him. Whereas Prahlad Maharaj did not do any austerity. He just became Krishna conscious. By the mercy of Narad Muni, his Gurudev, he became Krishna conscious. And he ultimately got immortality. Is that true? He became immortal. Hiranyakashipu tried to kill him. He tried to kill him with fire, water, winds, material, this, that, poison. But he was immortal. If I am Hiranyakashipu, I'll be wondering, hey, wait a second. I did so much work to get immortality. And finally, Brahma said even he cannot give it. And I somehow came up with a whole, clauses of immortality. And I asked for all the benedictions. In this chapter end, you'll find that comprehensive insurance policy that he'll ask. But funny thing is that my son, my own son, coming from me only, this fellow is not dying with anything. This is exactly what I wanted. Isn't it true? That's exactly what he wanted. That nobody should be able to kill him. I am trying to kill Prahlad, my own son, because he is a bhakta of Narayan. But I cannot kill him. Which means actually, the immortality that I was trying to gain from Brahma, my son has already gained. And Prahlad was also preaching to Hiranyakashipu. If you go through the subsequent chapters, chapter 4, chapter 5, everywhere, He was preaching Hiranyakashipu, saying, I have got all this from Narayan. Narayan is the Bhokta. Narayan is the enjoyer. Narayan is the giver, controller, everything. Bhoga Ishwarya Prashakta. No, not that. What is that? He is the Bhogi of everything. What is that verse in Bhagavad Gita? Come on. Very famous. Bhoktaram Yajnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhurdam Sarvadipanam Yatma Mam Shanti Prichati. What does it mean? He's saying he is a Bhokta. And Prahlad Maharaj is very clearly telling that, my dear father, Hiranyakashipu, you will get all this if you become his devotee. You will get all the protection. But no. No. Don't you find it amazing that how Hiranyakashipu was so intelligent and so powerful, but yet he was such a dumb person. Such a dumb person. In front of him, he was seeing somebody who is immortal. Son. He, without doing any tapasya, became immortal. Hiranyakashipu, if he really wanted to be immortal, he could have just followed the footsteps of his son. Right? He would have become immortal. Because three things are eternal. Bhakta, Bhagwan, Bhakti. Right? But he did not follow. Why? Because he wanted to be immortal and enjoy the world without Bhagavan. That is the problem. Enviousness towards God. Enviousness towards God. When you are envious towards God, then you cannot get what God can give. Right? Very, very important, Prabhuji and Matajis. The biggest, if you try to root cause, if you start going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper in this Leela or any Leela in Bhagavatam, you'll understand that the person who becomes envious towards God, no matter how much he tries to enjoy this world, he goes into deeper and deeper and deeper states of hellish life. Even though externally it might look like opulent and wealthy, right? Externally it might look like. But there is nothing called happiness. There's nothing called happiness. Only the person who is serving, only a Krishna conscious devotee can be happy in this world. And Prabhujis and Matajis, we are very fortunate, all of us, in this call and in Krishna conscious society, that we know how to be happy. But we are very unfortunate that in spite of knowing, some of us are still not practicing this principle of serving God as a prime goal in life. Yeah, I think I'm seeing some question coming in. Yes, Mataji? Brahmari Radha Mataji? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam Prabhuji. ప్రభుజీ తెలుగులో అడుగుతాను ప్రభుజీ సో దట్ కరెక్ట్ గా నేను కన్వే చేయగలుగుతాను మీకు.
చెప్పండి.
ప్రభుజీ ఇప్పుడు చాలా మందికి భక్తి ఉంటుంది కానీ దాన్ని ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తే పక్క వాళ్ళు ఏమనుకుంటారో, సొసైటీలో మనం తక్కువైపోతామేమో అనే ఫీలింగ్ ఇప్పుడు నాకు చాలా ఎక్కువగా కనిపిస్తుంది ప్రభుజీ. అది దాన్ని హౌ టు కమ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ దట్ ప్రభుజీ?
Okay. So, Mataji's question, some of you don't know Telugu. Mataji's question is, she's seeing bhakti in many people in general, but she's also observing that they're not expressing it out, thinking people will ridicule them or people will make fun of them. Is that right, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, this should I give a surface level answer or a deep answer? A deep answer will be very heavy.
Deep answer, Prabhuji.
Subara Prabhu, you want to say something?
No, Prabhu, I was just switching from my phone to the device.
Okay. Yeah, I saw you unmuting.
Sorry.
Okay. So are you all ready
Prabhuji,
for
please give both answers, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Please give both answers, Prabhuji. Deep
Both
answer and surprise.
Okay. So surface level answer is they're not confident that they'll be happy in Krishna consciousness. They're not confident. That is the reason they don't express it out. When you're confident, you express it out actually. That bhakti can give me happiness. That aspect they don't know. That is the reason they are hesitant to show it out. But when they experience that happiness, especially in ISKCON, established by Srila Prabhupada, ISKCON is not different from Krishna, because ISKCON is Sankirtana, right? So he made all of us dance. He makes all of us eat prasadam. He makes all of us hear such nice discourses, and he makes all of us read such nice scriptures, so high philosophy, so many examples. So we actually feel happiness, right? So that is the reason we express it also. People don't express it when they don't have confidence in what they're experiencing. That's one of the external reasons. Now let me tell you the internal deep reason, right? Deep reason is we want to exploit others. We want to exploit others. That is the reason we don't express bhakti. Now, what do you mean, Prabhuji? That is the reason I said it's a very deep way of looking at it, right? Prabhuji's, not me, I'm just saying as a devotee. A devotee wears tilak, kanthimala, and is very expressive about his position as a devotee in front of the world, in front of anybody, office, non-office, outside, inside. He wears a kanthimala, he wears a tilak, and he maintains that good language, respect. He portrays himself as a devotee in front of the whole world. Why? Why?
Because we are enjoying that bhakti, Prabhuji. That's why you don't.
That is the external reason. That's the external reason. That's what I just told. We are enjoying. We are confident. That is the reason we are showing.
Make others also to come into bhakti.
Make others also come towards bhakti. Yeah, inspire others. Yes, that's very
Inspire
important.
others.
Inspire others, right? Which means a devotee is only trying to give. Please hear this out. Huh? It's a little thoda insightful answer hai, I know. I don't know how many of you are really listening to what I'm saying. But hear it out that a devotee's mode is only to give, not to take. You're wearing a tilak, you're wearing this, you're going out, means what? You're here to give. You're dictating to the world. You're telling the whole world, hey, I am a devotee. I'm a practicing devotee. I'm trying to become a devotee. I know I have perfect devotees around me. So I'm here to give. Okay, do you want to ask a question, Haribol? Do you want to know any solution for your problems, Haribol? I have it. I have it in Bhagavad Gita. Here, take it. Here, there is Prashadam. Here, there is Rath Yatra. Here, there is festival. Here is this. There is this. Please take it. Please take it. Please take it. You understanding? He's in a mood to give. Only when you are in a mood to give to the whole world, you appear like a devotee. But when do I don't wear tilak? Sometimes, I'll go to a place, I'll not wear. Of course, you might say, Prabhu, some technical reasons. Keep aside the technical reason aside. You have a choice of looking like a devotee, but you're not looking like a devotee. Means you want to do some nonsense. Simple. Or you're trying to do some nonsense, or you want to do some nonsense. That is when you don't want to wear tilak. That is when you don't want to wear kanti. That is when you don't want to look like a devotee. You want to do some nonsense. And what is the biggest nonsense in this world? Exploiting others. We're exploiting the material world. I want to enjoy this material world. ठीक है?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, actually In office, just like we were discussing, so one is like non-devotees. I think he's in another sampradaya, like Sankaracharya or this one. So just discussing, he saw me, then he started saying, okay, what you are discussing about this one, you are not saving yourself. In Bangladesh, so many things happened. Okay, you are not saving yourself. What you want to save others? So what answer we should have in that case?
Yeah, we are saving them by chanting Hare Krishna. We are doing, and we
Yeah.
are actually, no, again, depends on how close you are to him, but there is also answer given by ISKCON also that, right now is not a time to react because we don't have complete hold on the situation in that country. If we react here too much, they are going to react there. We can't go and stop them from reacting. They can get massacred because you're dealing with people in the mode of deep ignorance, tamaguna. And they can kill all the devotees at once by your action here. They themselves have told, don't do anything, and we are following that instruction. And our seniors, our GBC, our the main head authorities have told the best thing that you can do in this position is sincerely chant for them and do Sankirtan wherever you are. Because even government of India is not in a position to do anything.
Yes, Prabhuji, but for devotee, we can give so many explanation. Okay, but for non-devotee, if this discussion comes right, then after that, we don't have like that strong
You
answer
can't.
for that one.
Yes. We can't do anything, bro. You can't convince everyone. You can't.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me tell you one more thing, Prabhuji. Actually, whoever that person is, he is always envious of you. That is the reason he's finding this as a reason to ridicule your faith.
Yeah,
That's what
I think
people
he's
do.
from Sankaracharya Sampradaya.
No, any sampradaya. Forget about any sampradaya. People who are envious of you, they didn't know how to express that. They'll choose these opportunities as one of the ways to convey what you people are doing. You people are doing. Meaning what? I'm not you. We are not in the same Sanatan Dharma. They will try to push the point across because
Yes, 100% correct.
that's how that they are looking for that opportunity. Prabhu, whatever I'm saying is general comments. Okay, there might be some exceptions always to this, but general comments is people will not hear to these kind of answers because they don't have faith in chanting, Prabhu. When the biggest calamity came, what did anybody in Bhagavatam do? What did Amrish Maharaj do when Durvas Muni's demon was coming? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He chanted Khatam. What did Draupadi do? Oh Keshava, oh Madhava, eh Gopal. Please come and save me. What did Dhruv Maharaj do? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. What did Prahlad Maharaj do? But we don't have that. People outside don't know that. But the power of prayers. The power of prayers. There is a beautiful lecture given by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. You can hear the lecture called The Power of Prayers. Many other Maharaj also have given different lectures on this aspect of prayers, the power of prayers. But I heard this of Radhanath Maharaj and I hear it once, at least once or twice in a year. Whenever I go through some ups and downs, I choose to hear this. And so many examples Maharaj quotes of how the power of prayers is more powerful than any weapon of this world. Right? But problem is, when we think we are the controllers, we can do. Of course, you see, I'm not saying just sit and pray. No, we have been told to do that, we are doing it. When we are told to do next step, like when Arjuna was told, pick up the weapons and kill these people, he did it. And that's also seva. Anyway, I don't want to divert the topic, but answering to Brahmari Radha Mataji's question is that people don't express their bhakti openly outside because they still want to exploit others. Did you understand the answer?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandut Pranam, Prabhu.
Before you ask a question, did you understand the previous answer?
Yes, Prabhu.
Brahmari Radha Mataji, did you understand? It's a very deep psychology.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
They actually want to exploit somebody. That is the reason they're not expressing bhakti. Because if you express yourself as bhakti, where is the question of exploiting? You can't, right?
Prabhuji, that is straightforward to understand, but very difficult to digest, Prabhuji.
But that is the truth. When I portray myself as a non-devotee in any place, that means I have intention to exploit somebody there.
Very much true, Prabhuji.
Simple. There is no... But this answer, don't give it in to new people. If there is anybody new here, you have not heard me, I don't exist. This is only for Bhagavatam people. Even within the house, if you're behaving like a non-devotee, even within the house, that means you want to exploit people in your house. Devotee means there is no exploitation. Devotee means you are giving. Non-devotee means you are taking. I want to exploit. I want to enjoy. Right? So that is the reason some people don't express bhakti out. They might say, why are you expressing? Why are you expressing? Because they want to still enjoy this world. Have you seen some so-called devotees? When they go to marriage, they go like this. Have you seen? Have you seen? When they go to marriage, they go like this. Have you seen? देखा है नहीं देखा है? Why you want another identity? Because there is paneer butter masala there. Can I eat now? Huh? Because there is movie songs playing there. Can I dance now? क्या प्रभु जी सभी लोग साइलेंट हो गए?
Hare Krishna.
Huh? చేద్దామా? డాన్స్ చేయొచ్చా ఇప్పుడు? తినొచ్చా ఇష్టం వచ్చింది? ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్టు మాట్లాడొచ్చా? Can I speak politics now? Can I speak land rates in Gopanpalli? Huh? But now, can I do? No, right? You won't do. Of course, the most shameless part is even after wearing this, you do it. That I don't want to comment. But the deep answer is that only, Prabhuji. That is why we are in this material world. Why do we think we are in this material world? Because we have not expressed our bhakti properly in the spiritual world. We wanted something else apart from that. We want to enjoy in separation of God, become envious of God, and that is the reason I want to appear like something. Prabhujis and Matajis, come on, be just put your hand on your heart, whichever direction of chest you want to keep. Just keep your heart and ask this question to yourself. Why would you not look like a non-devotee outside? Ask this question to yourself. Unless you want to be somebody and do things which are not as per Krishna conscious principles, unless you're compromising. Basically, unless you want to, you might give reasons for that. You might give reasons. Everybody has reasons for that. But that is what makes a difference between an advanced devotee, a Madhyama devotee, and a Kanishta devotee. Right? We heard this in Bhakti Shastri. What is a Kanishta devotee? God is only in the temple. I'll express bhakti only in temple, not outside temple. Madhyama devotee, God is everywhere. But I want to be careful in my dealings so that I don't become godless. I don't lose my faith. Uttama devotee, God is everywhere and everybody also. So I will respect everybody. I will see God's presence in everybody. Avuna? Yeah. Lakshmikant Prabhu, sorry, I stopped you from asking.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, Prabhu. Just want to share, Prabhu. Initial days of KC, the first 1.5 year, I was very difficult to struggle with the addiction of tea, Prabhu. So I have a fear to put the tilak and bring the tree outside. If I wear the tilak, I'm just इस्कॉन का मैं ये नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर रहा हूँ, और अगर वो नहीं करता हूँ तो मैं चाय पीने का एडिक्शन मैं छोड़ नहीं पा रहा हूँ. सो आई वाज रियली स्ट्रगलिंग, प्रभु. नाउ आपने जो एग्जांपल्स दिया है वो एग्जैक्टली सही बैठ रहा है, प्रभु, कि आप अगर तिलक नहीं पहन रहे हो तो डेफिनेटली आप कुछ गलत करने के लिए आप ऑलरेडी डिसाइडेड हो. एंड द सेकेंड पार्ट, आपने जो बांग्लादेश के बारे में बोला, प्रभु, कि जहाँ चुप्पी साधने के लिए बोले हैं बड़े महाराज और सीनियर्स बोले हैं, ये एक मेरा इंस्टेंस मैं अपने शेयर कर रहा हूँ. जो भी अदर सिटीज में मैं जाता हूँ, जब ट्रैवल करता हूँ कोई कैब या ऑटो से, जब फेयर ज्यादा मांगते हैं और उनसे झगड़ा नहीं करता हूँ प्रभु. बहुत सारे सिचुएशंस में उनसे उनसे बहस नहीं करता हूँ. मेरे को पता है ये मेरा शहर नहीं है, मेरे लोग आसपास नहीं है, और मैं झगड़ा करूंगा तो पहले मैं पिटूंगा. तो आई जस्ट कीप मम एंड या थैंक यू प्रभु. हरे कृष्ण.
Prabhu, 1 minute, sorry. Another లేదా? Hare Krishna. Sorry, bro. My mother came asking something. Sorry. So, Lakshmikant Prabhu, first of all, I applaud your humility to admit and to tell people the truth in what you felt. And I am also subject to it sometimes. It's it's the situation of the material world. There's a conditioning that we all carry. That still we want to enjoy this place. But when you're not expressing bhakti, simply it means that you don't want to be a bhakta at that point of time.
Yes,
And
Prabhu.
there is nothing called being or not being a bhakta at a particular point of time. Because being a bhakta means you're a bhakta at all points of time. Ahaitaki aprahihata. Yatma suprasidati. Right? Unconditional, uninterrupted. Then only you are a devotee. So simple thing is that we are not a devotee. People who are not devotees. So Brahmari Ravada Mataji, basically when you are not a devotee, you get into that situation of not being able to express. But when you are a devotee, you will not try to express. You will not express. You are already expressing. You're already expressing. You cannot be somebody at some time, somebody at some other time. You cannot be. Even if you want to be. Even if you want to be. You cannot be. It's difficult for you to hide you being a what is this? What is the devotee's name? I'm forgetting. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is explained. This devotee was so much addicted to chanting that even when he is going to stool, nature's call, he's chanting. And because he is not able to stop himself, he's closing his mouth and he's stopping the chanting because he's going to stool. Right? That is the situation of a devotee. Yeah. Yeah. So somebody else wanted to ask a question? Kush Prabhu,
Hare
you want
Krishna,
to?
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I wanted to ask regarding the austerity of Hiranyakashipu burned the worlds. Like it created a heat, and that was so fierce that it reached Indralok and then even till Dhruvlok. So why was austerity creating heat in the world?
Yeah. Today's questions are all very, very insightful questions, but unfortunately, the answers are also very heavy. So, you want to hear a light answer or heavy answer?
Heavy one, Prabhuji.
Why everybody is asking for heavy things today? Yeah, Subbarao Prabhu, why are everybody asking for such heavy things today? I don't know.
Because today is Ekadashi, Prabhuji.
Today they can
Holiday mood.
fasting.
Holiday mood.
Huh?
Holiday mood.
Holiday mood.
We also want to become devotees, Prabhuji.
Why austerity was producing heat? Okay, let me directly tell the heavy answer. Where do you live, Prabhu? Kush Prabhu?
Vihanga, Prabhuji.
Vihanga,
My
right?
home Vihanga.
Yeah. When my home Krishi was being constructed with 26 floors in front of my home Vihanga, did the people in my home Vihanga feel some heat?
No, but now noise was there. Yes, Prabhuji.
हाँ?
Noise would have been there.
नॉइस तो है लेकिन हमारा 12 फ्लोर है इन लोगों का 26 फ्लोर है
Envy.
हीट आ रहा है ना हाँ हमारे घर के
envious.
सामने एक नया विल्ला राइट एक नया कार एकदम मस्त गाड़ी आके खड़ा हो गया मेटलिस्टिक पर्सन को क्या आएगा हीट आएगा ना
Yes, Prabhuji.
He's going to enjoy something more than what I'm enjoying. Oh, I thought I'm the only lucky person, only blessed person, only opulent person, only beautiful person in this entire locality. And somebody in front of me is going to is getting something better than me. A new building is coming, new villa community is coming, new my home project is launching. You already have a house. Oh. So why were devatas feeling the heat when Hiranyakashipu was doing tapasya?
For fear of losing heaven.
Very well. हो गया आंसर और क्या that's all it is. That's all it is. Fear of losing. It's a fear of losing, of course. There is a the external answer is tapasya itself produces such a energy that the energy वो क्या हो बोलो है ना मायावादी लोग बात करते हैं ना energy talk meditation take it energy answer is there is energy. That is the reason there is so much synergy. That is the reason there is so much allergy causing so much energy, whatever, heat. That's the external answer. But internal answer is what? Envy.
Enviness.
Simple. He's doing tapasya. Arey baap, this fellow is doing tapasya. He wants to become immortal. First thing he'll come and take my villa, my flat. Right?
But they only went to talk to Brahmaji to satisfy him.
Yeah, they went in later of the chapter. That's what they'll discuss. They'll go and tell Brahma, hey Brahma, what are you doing? This fellow is doing this tapasya. Do something. Stop that. But Brahma can't stop it because he is doing austerity and he has to get a result of that austerity. So Brahma comes to settle the matter. He's coming to settle the matter. He's not coming here to give. He's like, something I have to give this fellow to and explain this fellow. Don't ask for too much. But information is being told by devatas that he's doing that actually to become immortal. He wants to take over all our thing. The heat of tapasya makes Indra uncomfortable many, many times. Isn't it? How many times we heard somebody is doing tapasya, Indra has become uncomfortable? Why?
For his own position.
For his own position. मेरा उड़ जाएगा है कि नहीं? Now new technologies come in Microsoft, by the way. You work in Microsoft, right?
Yeah, I was in Microsoft. I'm in Salesforce now. Yes,
oh, you're in Salesforce. Oh, very good. So new technology is coming in Salesforce now. And if you don't sync up to that, you'll be sacked. Heat आ रहा है? थोड़ा आया heat?
Yes, Prabhuji.
आएगा heat. क्यों नहीं आएगा? This is what it is. Material world, place of Sita Ushna Sukha Dukkada. Heat, cold, heat, cold, heat, cold, heat, cold. But a devotee is never disturbed when anybody does tapasya. Why?
Position is internal.
Because
He has something better.
he has something better. He's achieved everything. There's no insecurity. There's no insecurity of losing anything.
Not only that, Prabhuji, they know that everything is permanent in the world.
Hmm?
And devotees know that nothing is permanent in the world.
Yes, devotees know that nothing is permanent in the world. But more than that, devotee is not devotee because he doesn't have anything material. Devotee is a devotee because he has Krishna. Right? When you have Krishna, what else do you want? Nothing else. When Arjuna went to, what is the time? I'm not going forward in this chapter only. One second. Yeah. So I'm saying that when Arjuna uh, when Arjuna went in front of Krishna, Arjuna and Duryodhana, when Arjuna and Duryodhana went in front of Krishna, uh, what happened? Krishna told, take. And as soon as Krishna told Arjuna, you take first, whatever you want, what did Duryodhana feel? Heat. Lot of heat. Oh, what is this? He's going to take away everything that I wanted, everything that I came for. But if Krishna would have asked Duryodhan, you take first, would Arjuna would have felt any heat?
No, Prabhuji.
No. Because Arjuna was clear, very clear from the beginning. I want Krishna. Okay, let me ask one more question. Prabhuji and Mataji's. Krishna asked Duryodhan first. Krishna asked Duryodhan, Duryodhan, you came first. I know you were sitting beside, I didn't see you, he came, whatever, misconfusion. I am asking you to take anything you want, me or Narayani Sena. And for a change, on a good Ekadashi day, let's give some good credits to Duryodhan. And Duryodhan actually chose Krishna. Krishna, I want you only. What kind of a fool I am to even think about Narayani Sena? Where you are there, Krishna, Yatra Yogeshwaro, Tatra Pata Dhanurdhara, you are there. Everything is there, Krishna, I want you. Will Arjuna feel a heat? That Krishna is now taken by Duryodhan?
Yes, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhu.
No.
No,
Then
Prabhu.
also he will not feel, because the devotee feels happy to see other devotees getting Krishna.
Yeah.
Right? Simple. A devotee will never feel any heat. Heat of envy or heat of
Jealousness.
anything. You should not. If you are, that means you have a motive. You have a motive. And the motive is to exploit this world. Right? Let me read this purport, at least one purport I'll read. Maybe the next person can finish the chapter. There's not many purports in the chapter. Next person can easily finish. Shilpa Mataji, next devotee whoever is on Saturday can finish the entire chapter.
Prabhuji, that's me.
I'll just read this verse here. Sorry about not. I got flowed away in questions and answers. Purport. The living entity can. So 15-16 words. Purport I'm reading. Please, everybody hear attentively to what Lord, Srila Prabhupada is explaining. Translation purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The living entity can live merely by his own power, without the help of skin, marrow, bone, blood, and so on. Because it is said, Asango ayam Purusha, the living entity has nothing to do with the metal covering. Hiranyakashipu performed a severe type of tapasya austerity for many long years. Indeed, it is said that he performed the tapasya for 100 heavenly years. Since one day of demigods equal 6 of our months, certainly this was a very long time. By nature's own way, his body had been almost consumed by the earthworms, ants, and other parasites, and therefore even Brahma was at first unable to see him. Later, however, Brahma could ascertain where Hiranyakashipu was, and Brahma was struck with wonder to see Hiranyakashipu's extraordinary power to execute tapasya. Anyone would conclude that Hiranyakashipu was dead because his body was covered in so many ways, but Lord Brahma, the supreme living being in this universe, could understand that Hiranyakashipu was alive but covered by material elements. It is also to be noted that although Hiranyakashipu performed this austerity for a long, long time, he was nonetheless known as a Daitya and Rakshasa. It will be seen from verses to follow that even great saintly persons could not perform such severe type of austerity. Why then was he called Rakshasa or Daitya? It is because whatever he did was for his own sense gratification. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. See, Prabhupada is exactly telling what we were discussing till now. The whole austerity was for whom? For himself. His son Prahlad Maharaj was only 5 years old. And so, what could Prahlad do? Yet, simply by performing a little devotional service according to the instructions of Narad Muni, Prahlad became so dear to the Lord that the Lord came to save him. Whereas Hiranyakashipu, in spite of all his austerities, was killed. Hare Krishna. Exactly what we discussed, right? Sometime back. Such a fool he was. Prahlad became immortal because God is with him. What is the verse we see always? Rakhe Krishna, Mare Koi, Mare Krishna, Rakhe Koi. That is the greatest insurance policy Prahlad had. But this fellow was not trying to be a devotee, trying to become immortal. But he still got killed by the Supreme Lord himself. Hare Krishna. This is the difference between devotional service and all other methods of perfection. One who performs severe austerities for sense gratification is fearful to the entire world, whereas a devotee who performs even a slight amount of devotional service is a friend to everyone. Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam Hari Bol. Since the Lord is a well-wisher of every living entity, and since a devotee assumes the qualities of a Lord, a devotee also acts for everyone's good fortune by performing devotional service. Thus, although Hiranyakashipu performed such a severe austerity, he remained a Daitya and a Rakshasa, whereas Prahlad Maharaja, although born of the same Daitya father, became the most exalted devotee and was personally protected by the Supreme Lord. Bhakti is therefore called Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam, indicating that a devotee is freed from all material designations, and Anya Abhilashita Shunyam, situated in a transcendental position free from all material desires. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. So Prabhuji is one thing very clear. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So one thing is very clear here that performing austerity has got nothing to do or is not the criteria to understand the position of devotional service. Devotion is more important than any other austerity. And doing an austerity is also doable by a person in mode of ignorance also. Right? Person in tamoguna can also do austerity. There is nothing special about it. It is special. Doing austerity is special. It is one of the legs of dharma, tapasya. But it is meaningful and worthy when it is done for God, when it is done for devotees, when it is done in service of God and devotees. So, which is the austerity that you should do? The austerity that Guru tells you to do. That is called austerity, not what you want to do. Or at least you want to do something, go and take permission of a Guru, Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, and do it. That austerity will fetch you eternal results. But the austerity that you yourself want to do is only for your name and fame. If it is not blessed by your Guru and Gauranga. You should be very careful. Even in Bhakti, I'll come to center, I'll only do Kirtan because I'm very good in Kirtan. I'm doing my service. Or sense gratification. You don't know. Unless your Guru is happy. Right? And unless you are being asked to do. Or unless you have asked that I want to do. Unless everybody, feel that that's a great service you're doing. And you're doing it in that mood. But I only like to do what I'm doing. That's not austerity. That's sense gratification. That's sense gratification. Austerity is to please. Austerity is to please others, is to please Guru. And that austerity is very much needed in spiritual life. Are you all hearing? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very important thing.
Prabhuji.
Once there was yatra happening, and I remember, one senior devotee sharing, this was many years ago. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj had taken a yatra, Kartik yatra, and many other Maharajas, they take yatras, During that yatra, when they are giving a lecture, sometimes that lecture time goes beyond the scheduled time. But some people are more bothered about schedule than the speech. And the yatra lectures are generally more intense and more, time taking and time consuming and more giving, because actually that to remove that anartha of enjoyment. It's okay if prasadam becomes any late. What is a big deal? Sometimes I also see, in the bhakti center or wherever we used to do our satsangs in the house, sometimes the lectures go long. Sometimes it is crossing. I know people are hungry. I know. But the mood is what? You all have come once in a week. వారానికి ఒక్క రోజే కదా కనబడేది. This is the only time to accumulate more devotional energy and power. After this, you are anyway gone. Remaining all 6.5 days. What are we going to do? Eat, mate. That's all. At least on that day. Take some austerity. Learn some austerity to wait for prasadam. Wait for this. That's okay. This austerity is good. That austerity is good. I'm not justifying. I'm saying anybody. For example, last week, what is that? Prabhuji's name? Vamsidhar Prabhu.
Vamshidhari Prabhu.
Vamsidhari Prabhu came, right? I told Prabhuji that I'm unwell. Now, I'm just sharing an open incident with you. I told I'm unwell. I'm coming only because, my wife's birthday is that day and I want to celebrate with the family. So please, if you can stop by 7:15, I'll just speak for half an hour. 7:45, we'll have birthday and we'll have 8 o'clock, because I was thinking from my centric feeling, right? I came at 7 o'clock. Prabhuji went on till 8 o'clock. But me waiting till he finishes, it might look like austerity for me, for my senses. I'm unwell, whatever you feel. But I was enjoying that austerity because he was speaking so beautifully. He was re-emphasizing the basics in bhakti, mood of bhakti, right? And at one point I felt he should not stop. The birthday of my wife is not important. Me coming there is not important. Me trying to speak, you all hear me every week. Why should I even speak? That's not important. I want to hear from him more. So I got up and asked, Prabhu, can you tell more how you came to devotion? He again spoke for another half an hour, 8:30. Again, I went and asked something else. And again, Monday, he went on. 9 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock, I felt now we should do something for him. We should thank him by gifting him something. And what is the best gift we gave?
Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
We chanted one whole mantra, one whole round all together, remembering his mother for what kind of son she has given to this world. And he was so touched. You know that? He's messaging even now. He said, Prabhu, I've never seen that kind of, he even told, I think, personal, I never seen that kind of personal love being given to me and my mother and my family. Prabhu, now somebody might be thinking there and, oh, it's already 9 o'clock. Now he's asking us to chant congregational chanting at least 12-15 minutes. I already finished my 16 rounds. What do you call that? Sense gratification. When you are finding it difficult to chant the 17th round, that means 16 rounds you did sense gratification only. ప్రభుజీ చాలు బ్రో ఇలా ఏకాదశి చాలా ఎక్కువైపోయింది. ఎక్కువైపోయింది చాలా. Did you hear the last statement I told? ఎవరు మాట్లాడతలేరంటే రెండు అర్థాలు ఉంటాయి. Can you
కృష్ణ
repeat the
వార్తలు
last?
గట్టిగా పడ్డాయి ప్రభు. హరే
ఏం చెప్పిన లాస్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ నేను?
ఇంకా ఆపండి ప్రభుజీ, ఈ రోజు ఏకాదశి చాలా అయింది అని చెప్పిండు.
అది కాదు, దానికంటే ముందు ఒకటి చెప్పిన.
17th రౌండ్ చేయాలంటే బాధపడుతుంటే అది 16 రౌండ్స్ ఆర్ సెన్స్ గ్రాటిఫికేషన్.
అంతే. హౌ మెనీ అగ్రీ విత్ దిస్? టెల్ మీ.
ఫుల్లీ అగ్రీ ప్రభుజీ.
We should agree, Prabhu.
ఐ జస్ట్ ఫినిష్డ్ మై 16th రౌండ్. ఇక ముట్టుకోకు నన్ను. 17th రౌండ్కి ఇష్టం లేదు. బట్ ప్రభు, వెన్ యూ డూ ఇట్, ఈవెన్ దో దుర్దైవం ఇతృషం ఇహ జాయిన్ నేను రాగా, నాకు ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లేదు, నాకు టేస్ట్ లేదు, అయినా చేస్తాను. దట్ ఆస్టెరిటీ విల్ ప్లీజ్ కృష్ణ, బికాస్ యూఆర్ డూయింగ్ దట్ ఆస్టెరిటీ ఆన్ ద ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఆఫ్ శీల ప్రభుపాద్ కదా. అంతే కదా. బట్ దిస్ ఆస్టెరిటీ ఆఫ్ హిరణ్యకశిపు, Prabhupada is saying in the purport, still did not make any sense because he was doing it for his own sense gratification. His austerity is not being glorified. Whereas Prahlad's austerity is glorified because everything that he went through for serving Krishna. So, to summarize, 2-3 things we discussed today, 2-3 heavy things, that you only asked. We're not planning to discuss that, but just so we remember. Number one, I think Brahmari Radha Mataji asked the question, why some people find it difficult to express bhakti. So what was the answer? Can anybody answer?
To exploit others, Prabhuji.
My God, you people are directly telling the heavy answer. There was a light answer also. Anyway, that was the answer. Actually, deep answer is you want to exploit this world. You want to exploit this world. That is the reason you don't pose to be a devotee sometimes. Most of the times. Hare Krishna. My mother is doing aarti. So we are unwell in the house. So here is flower for all of you to smell. Hare Krishna. Online aarti. And here is Deepam. She brought for me. Can give to all of you also. Hari Bol. Thank you. Gaur Hari Premanande.
One more
Jalam.
article.
There is
Even I
Jalama. There is Jalam also. Right? So I can put Jalam on you also. What are that?
Under Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. అవసరంగా పిచ్చోని తోడు పెట్టుకున్నాను మీరు.
ఇంకా పిచ్చోళ్ళం అయిపోవాలి Prabhuji, please.
You want to become mad in bhakti, you should hear classes of Balgovind Prabhu. His classes, I'm telling you, morning classes that he gives, Srimad Bhagavatam classes especially, I don't know how many people are really hearing him properly. ఎందుకంటే పాపం ఆయన కళ్ళు మూసుకొని చెప్పేస్తాడు క్లాస్ అంతా. He closes his eyes and he tells. But what he speaks from heart. Like conversations what we just spoke right now, right? Deep problem exactly ekkadnado adi maatladtadu. So we are fortunate to be around devotees like His Grace Balgovind Prabhu. I am fortunate. Yeah, so don't want to take your more day. It's Ekadashi, but unfortunately it's not a national holiday in India, in Bharat. My desire is the day should come when every Ekadashi should be a national holiday. So everybody in country can chant 64 rounds.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
But my unfortunate part is today is my relatives, my cousin's son's marriage, and they have invited me. I did not go for the engagement. If I don't go for marriage, I have a threat of life. Actually, they can kill me. So I have to go on Ekadashi day. What to do? So I'll just go appear and come back. And please pray for me that when I go there, I behave like a devotee, I look like a devotee, and I don't have a duplicitous nature to exploit anybody there, because I have it in me. So please pray for me. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Gachibowli Satsang ki jai.
Jai
Gaur Premanande.
Hari Hari.
हरी हरी दंडवत
Thank you, Prabhuji.
हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavad
Thank you,
pranam.
Prabhuji. Dandavad
Thank you,
pranam.
Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Dandavad pranam.
थैंक यू प्रभु हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी हरे कृष्णा you are making us strong devotees. Thank you for
Dandavad pranam.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you,